All right, it's 7:30, so I'm going to go ahead and start. Like I said, I'm going to go through the Falcon Vision Day presentation, touch on a few things with Canvas, and then should be good to go after that. All right. So how do I order my lunch? And actually, I'm glad they put this up there because I would have forgot to remind you because I've got first hour plans. So yesterday I didn't even have anybody order lunch. But you need to make sure you order your lunch before the end of this hour. There's a Google Doc form, and I'm assuming you guys know how to access that. Did it yesterday. Anybody not know how to do that? All right. I will paste that link because this is the only way that I've got it because I didn't ask for it, but I'll get that link and I'll paste it into Canvas as soon as we're done with this so that you can go in and do that. Like I said, they need to be submitted by the end of your first block, so first hour or second hour every day. So recap from day one. Walk when you're entering the building, walk slowly when passing the temperature scanners. Go straight to class, don't stand around in the halls. Always wear your mask over your nose and mouth. Try to maintain your distance 6 feet. Wash your hands often. There is hand sanitizers now in every classroom, should be right as you come in the door. They want us to ask you to sanitize your hands every time you come into a classroom and every time you leave. The one thing I would ask is, I actually think it'd be a good idea to make sure you do it when you come in, because for those of you that are using the computers or borrowing the laptops, it just makes it better for the next person that has to use them. That makes sense. Lunch must be eaten in the cafeteria or senior cafe. That's if you're in one of the classes that uses the cafeteria. I know a lot of the classes are doing it in class now. At the end of the day, everybody has to exit the building, even if you're staying. Athletes will go down to the new gym, the field house, and re-enter there. And then if you're here for a club or tutoring, you can come back in the front entrance. Always come to school and be on time. Attendance is a huge part of being successful, and always be on time to class. Being tardy may cause you hardships later. Any questions about the stuff that they talked about yesterday? All right. So bullying, it's unwanted, aggressive behavior that involves a real perceived power imbalance. Bullying is usually repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. Kids who are bullied and those who bully others can have serious lasting problems. In order for something to be considered bullying, there has to be an imbalance of power. Whether that is, here they say physical strength, access to embarrassing information, popularity. There's more types of bullying than that. There's mental and online bullying, stuff like that. And there has to be repetition. So bullying behaviors happen more than once or have the potential to happen more than once. What's not bullying? Not liking somebody. It's very natural that people do not like everyone that's around them. And as unpleasant as that may be, to know someone doesn't like you Verbal and nonverbal messages of "I don't like you" are not acts of bullying. Being excluded is also not bullying. It's very natural for people to gather in a group of friends, and you can't be friends with everybody. So it is acceptable that when people have a party, they will include their friends and exclude others. Accidentally bumping into someone, you're going to run into people in a hallway or crowded lunchroom. Doesn't mean that it's being bullied. Arguments are just heated disagreements between two people. They happen all the time. To report bullying, notify a parent, a staff member, and/or the police. School staff and the police are mandatory reporters. It means that we have a duty and are expected to report any bullying behavior. Staff members are trained to help, and we want to help. We wouldn't work at a school if we didn't care about helping students. Don't try to solve this on your own. Teachers, counselors, principals, they're all trained to help you solve the problems the right way. We have time to talk and work out a solution, so do the right thing and contact an adult. Cyberbullying. Don't respond to and don't forward cyberbullying messages. Keep evidence of cyberbullying. Record the dates, times, and descriptions of instances when cyberbullying has occurred. You can save and print screenshots, emails, text messages, any type of evidence that's helpful. Report cyberbullying to parents, police, school staff, and feel free to block the person who is cyberbullying. This presentation was created by a Van Horn student that saw the need to educate their peers and the staff about bullying. If you have an idea for a lesson, feel free to contact admin to let them know so that they can include your idea in one of their lessons. So just a reminder, when you're walking in the hallway, please stay to the right. All right, any questions about that? Okay. So now what I'm going to do is kind of go through some Canvas stuff. All right. So when you get into the Canvas, you're going to have a home screen that looks like this. I've got all kinds of different assignments already in here. They're just not published, so yours is going to look a lot smaller than that. But as far as we don't have a jumpstart lesson this hour, you'll have one fourth, sixth, and eighth hours. But I wanted to show you the tabs that I use the most. I use the announcements, modules, discussions, and quizzes. Everything that's in the assignments tab will show up in the modules. So just by habit, I tend to go into the modules first to check things, because it'll let me see anything and everything that's there. The big difference between modules and assignments is if I put like an information page in there, just something that you need to read, but it's not for a grade, it won't show up as an assignment, but it'll be in the modules. So that pretty much is the one thing that I would like to suggest going into first. I will probably, any Zoom meetings for when you're at home will be in the announcements. I'll just put it in there. I'll have the date that it's going to happen, and I need to start putting the time. So I'll start putting the time in there, but you'll have a link, and then the passcode is down there. Discussions. In my engineering classes, I use these a lot. I'm not sure that we'll use them too much in here, but I want you to know just in case we use them. And then quizzes. Generally, these quizzes are just small 5 to 10 points, or usually nothing more than like 10 questions. They could be worth more than 10 points, but I don't usually have quizzes that are huge. Then talking about grades. In here, every assignment will show up. And so you'll see every point for everything. How I am going to at least start out doing your actual grade for the class. In Power School, I'll put August 24th through September 4th as an assignment in Power School. So it'll just be in 2-week blocks. So let's say we have 80 points over the next 2 weeks. That one assignment in Power School will be the total of everything in Canvas. Does that make sense? If I make a mistake, and I do, let me know. Feel free to email me, come talk to me. I've messed up grades before. It's not intentional. It's just I usually, considering my engineering classes, a lot of those are, especially some of the 3D type stuff, there's a lot to grade, and I try to get through it as quick as I can. And so sometimes I make mistakes. Holler at me. I have no problem fixing it. But any questions about Canvas? All right. That pretty much is everything that we are going to do today. So other than that, you've got the rest of the hour, and I'm actually going to use it to try to get stuff prepped for Wednesday. Yes, Casey. Oh, I thought you had your hand up. All right. For those online, I will have a Zoom link to go over the syllabus on Thursday. All right.